Welcome back to AgLife. Today I'm here with Amanda Hardy for round 2 of tailgating appetizers. And this one, I believe, is going to be a more healthy version of the appetizer.
Absolutely. Yes, this one actually could be served for people who have diabetes. This is a great recipe. It's very quick, it's very easy, and again, it is a healthy recipe.
Yes, so without further ado, it's roasted red pepper dip.
Very few ingredients, which is great because you don't have to buy a whole lot, and a lot of the ingredients are right there in your kitchen probably already.
And one other good thing is it doesn't involve any actual cooking.
Right.
It's right in the blender.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Let's get started.
Yes, so the first thing you want to do, and we have already done this, so you want to have a 7-ounce jar of roasted red peppers, and we already have those and we have drained those. So we've already got those ready for you.
And it's actually important to use the kind in the jar rather than fresh because these are soft and they're going to taste better in a dip rather than the crunchy hard ones.
Absolutely, and these have been roasted.
Yes.
So they're ready to go. So those will need to be placed in the blender.
Okay, is that what we're going to start with?
Yes, and we have, like I said, we have drained those, we've patted them dry, and they are ready to go.
Okay, next.
Then we are going to place 1 container, 16-ounce container of sour cream.
All right.
We've got ready to go.
I love sour cream.
Sour cream gives everything a good taste, good creamy taste.
Let's see.
Which is always a good base for any kind of dip. And we are making a dip. It's called a roasted red pepper dip.
And you said we use low fat too, right?
Yes. Low fat, reduced fat.
Okay.
Then we're going to take a tablespoon of chopped fresh basil. Now, depending on the season, you may not find fresh basil. You can use dried, which is what we're going to use today, is some dried basil.
One of my favorite things is to get it fresh out of the garden, although you may not find it fresh, but it still is around during the fall, so
yeah,
you
absolutely. So if you can't get it fresh, you can use the dried that may be in your pantry. Then we are going to use a garlic clove. So there's 1 garlic clove. And then our last ingredient is an 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper.
How easy was that?
Yes, and all we're going to do is blend that up. And it makes a really pretty color.
It does.
A lot of people think that this recipe has
like
carrots in it or cheese in it, but it has, of course, no cheese, just the sour cream. And you can tell a few ingredients. But a lot of people ask, what is an appetizer, Camille?
Yes.
And an appetizer is something that can be a food or a drink that stimulates us before a meal. So it gets us hungry. It gets us wanting to eat more.
It definitely does that. Yes.
So it's something that shouldn't be a full meal. It should be something like a taste. And this, of course, is going to be something that's a taste.
Or if you're like me, you can do a bunch of these little appetizers and make that your meal.
Yeah, so this would be something great to take to a party because it's quick, it's easy, and it's, you can make it ahead of time, put it in your refrigerator because this can be served cold. Of course, the best thing is for it to be served cold. You get it and you take it with you.
Let all those flavors kind of soak in before you serve it.
Absolutely. The longer it sits, the more flavors. Of course, especially the basil is going to sit. The rest, the roasted red peppers, they're going to sit. More flavor is going to come out in those.
Sounds good. Let's give it a final blend. All right, I think we have got it.
Yeah, and I think the rest we can just kind of stir up. But we did mention that this is for, of course, a diabetic recipe. Can be, of course, served to anyone, but great for diabetes. I just wanted to mention that it only has 114 calories.
Oh, great.
9 grams of fat and 4 grams of carbs. So that's what makes it so low, is the carbs are low.
Yeah. If you're like me, you like to watch a lot of the football games, so you're constantly having get-togethers with people and making these appetizers. So finding one that is lower in calories and fat is a really good option to have.
Absolutely, and those who watch their carbs, it's going to be a low carb recipe.
Great. Let's put it in our little serving dish and give it a go.
And this recipe you just serve with crackers.
You're right, it does almost look like carrots or something was in there, or it does kind of look like a soup.
Or a cheese dip. We get a lot of people that say, is this a cheese dip?
All right, let's give it a try.
Let's try it.
I always end up getting too big of a bite. That's delicious.
You can really taste the pepper.
You can, and it's unexpected.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for showing me another great recipe. You never let me down. Thanks again. We'll be back for more AgLife.